the amount of Raya gatherings we've had, and I'm sorry, Taty, I have to do this.
Okay. Ouch! Oh, I thought I was being smart.
This is Games with My Friends. I don't know, episode 4 now. And today my guest is Miss Taty. Hi, Taty. How are you? How have you been?
I'm good. Hi.
Today we're gonna play checkers, which I think I discussed with Burl. We thought about a few games back and forth, me and Taty, and then we settled on let's just play checkers. So, yeah, how have you been?
No, Iza, you can't just win like that. No.
Hey, it's okay. We're just chilling. We're like,
I'm a very competitive person.
the last.
I have-
Sorry, go for it.
What? No, you asked how I've been. I said I've been good. Work's been fine. I'm exploring masters.
Oh, yay!
So that's what I've been kind of on and off doing. I don't know, the pandemic's obviously discouraged me for a bit, but I know enough people who have just finished their masters or are in their masters right now, and they said they're fine. So I said, okay, I'll go for it.
Taty's an old friend in Melbourne. God, we've known each other for over a decade at least. And
So I've known Iza forever. I think you've seen me at my worst times.
Oh, not really. I think we first met at like Trinity when I was like 17 or 18.
You're still in Melbourne, of which I'm very jealous of. I am.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I just miss being there. I know the life that I had was a student life, and it's going to be very different than a work life, but I don't know, I have my sister there, and I've been so, like, I grew up there. Does that make sense? Not like, okay, I grew up here in KL, yes, but I feel like I found myself there.
Yeah. I told my mom this, that I think most of my adult life from like 18 above has been in Australia. When you just count the total of it, and I realized, wow, like I basically, not counting when I was a kid, but me growing up now, it's mostly been in Melbourne. Yeah. Like you said, your sister's here, so you do have some family still here.
Yes. And basically, I've known you for a decade, so you're like family too.
Oh, you are. Trust me. Like, the amount of Raya gatherings we've had, and I'm sorry, Taty, I have to do this.
Okay. Ouch! Oh, I thought I was being smart, but no, I'm not. Okay. Yeah, the amount of Raya gatherings and like sneak cooking and puasa and buka puasa.
Yeah. And I mean, at the time, I'm not sure when I'll post this. I'll probably post this after Raya, but at the time of recording, it is still Ramadan and still fasting. But anyway, going back to what you said earlier, you're thinking of doing masters.
Yeah, so I did. So I've known Izzat throughout my college years, my bachelor years. Went to do his masters, and I did not. So I came home to work. Oh, you had your room. Okay. Yeah, I guess at the time I was like, what's the point of doing my masters? And then now I am pretty certain about what I want to do in life, and it requires like specialization. So
sure,
that's where I am at, and it's either in like development studies and the economics of it, and I think that's it. And while it sounds very vague, it's basically a lot of work in the developing world. You know this. I like when I came back out wanting to be a consultant for the government and worked with governments always, and then I had a lot of volunteer gigs on the side, right? Like whatever came my way, I was just like, okay, let's do it. So I decided, okay, it's time to make a career out of it, like for real. Yeah, so what I'm doing now is very much around that, which I love. So I didn't think that I would love it I knew that I would love it, but I didn't think I would feel so strongly about it. I do financial policies now, which is so like it's not me. I've never done finance before. I'm not an accountant. Like I do nothing of that sort. But when you translate it to public policies, really anything in financial terms is the only way to help people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like COVID, people are doing, governments are handing out money, people are giving donations, we need money for the vaccine, money to digitalize the way we educate kids. I just thought, financial policies and getting people to be economically empowered is the only way that we're gonna not have poor people anymore in the world.
When I was in Malaysia, I worked in Malaysia for 4 years. You used to speak about thinking about doing masters before.
I know, I'm just a turtle. Like, no, honestly, I think my life right up to uni was just like my mom mostly, saying you get good grades, what's next? Okay, if that's next, then you got to do this and that. And then, once you're adult, you have to adult yourself. And, like things like costs come into play now. So like a big part of me back then was first, what do I do? And now that I figured out what I want to do, it's like, I get the money.
True. Yeah.
And you know the exchange rates. Like, it's hard. So yeah, I was doing a lot of that kind of exploring.
So have you considered places that you wanted to go there?
Yes, so like I have done all my research in this little pocket,
wow.
and it's like, I don't know if you can see, some have stars.
That's great.
So it's like I did my research and like which are the best rankings of universities. Yes, he's like, take your time so you get kicked out. So, are you serious? You did it to me again?
I don't want to. I'm taking my time.
I didn't even see that. What? Yeah.
So have you narrowed down though, like which schools?
Yeah, so I just told myself, I don't know why, but Asians and their rankings. So I just put the top 25 schools in the world to do this. And let's see if I make it. Melbourne's number 29, I think, or 30. So they're just after my list. But yeah, that's the full list. I'm not going for every single 25 because that will make me go crazy. But even then, after looking at this list of 25, I'm like, I might not like this 25.
Yeah.
And I found like super specialized courses from smaller universities, but they're specialized. So now I'm just like,
Does it matter to you that if it's not in a campus or anything, or if it's like, because right now I have a friend who's studying in Harvard for architecture, but because she's stuck in Thailand, she's basically doing the whole course online.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If it means a cheaper degree, I wouldn't mind. So I did that online learning thing last year and this year for 2 different universities. Last year was a university in South Africa. I just wanted, again, with what I want to specialize in, most of the problems I'm trying to tackle, it's not in, Europe or the UK where the best schools are. They're in Africa and Asia and Latin America. So I was like, why not just go to a school there, like a really great school in the developing world? And it was really good. I didn't even see that. I was just like, move my black dot.
It's okay. We'll have a few rounds. Checkers is pretty quick, so we'll do like multiple games.
You're just gonna like eat me out. What the hell?
Why are you giving me pieces away?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was really good. And I did one this year with a US school,
Hmm.
a pretty prominent US school. And I didn't love it.
Hmm.
And I didn't think that they took it so seriously, like the South Africa school. Um, so I was like, hey, you know, names are great, like, rankings and names of universities, but if people can give me what I want from a place that I never thought to think of, why
Hmm.
not? Okay, so how is life in Melbourne,
It's good.
though?
It's good.
Is it better than how you were in uni, or like same, same?
It's different. I'm now realizing how much free time I had when I was in uni compared to working life. Um,
Okay.
yeah, like there was a lot of things I feel like I could have done in uni if I had, planned it better. But now in
Oh,
adult
like,
life, I want to travel more and I want to
yeah,
do things like this whole thing shebang. It's not something I would have done
you win, you
in
win.
uni. Yeah. The thing is, I moved in end of September,
Okay.
2019, and that
Yeah.
was before shit hit the fan in 2020.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did not expect not being able to go home or not traveling at all when I first
That's
moved
true
to.
because your life, a lot of traveling.
Yes, a lot.
Like no matter where you were, like home or I mean here or there, like
Hmm.
yeah. But I think for the most of us, we do like to travel. Me, you,
Hmm.
Burl especially. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, being stuck here, like I wish someone had warned me, like, hey, you're not gonna see your family for a while.
Uh,
Yeah, I
so
mean,
like I'm learning to be YOLO, not in
hmm,
a bad way, but just like, like, hey, go for it. I realize I'm a very calculated, careful
hmm,
person. Like, no, like the pandemic, still live their lives throughout the pandemic. And I was just like, if they can do it, so like, they started their whatever. It could be something small, like their fitness journey, even though it starts from their living room with a skipping rope,
hmm.
or they got married, or they moved to another country. I was just very in awe of people.
Yeah, like it
I'm
took.
trying to be more YOLO. I
Yeah,
don't know if I have a YOLO bone in my body just because of how I but I'm trying.
well,
Did you eat one of my pieces?
yes, I did. It's good that you're trying. I get what you mean. I get that you just want to make sure everything's there, everything is in order first. You just don't want to jump
Yes,
the boat and risk everything for nothing.
yes.
But yeah, even for me, when I wanted to go Australia, it took like months of just planning to get my visa, to basically organize, how applying for jobs again. I had a
Yeah.
comfortable life in Malaysia, but then, and I thought, you know what, it's gonna take some effort to do something, so might as well just start now. There has to be a starting point.
Yeah. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm glad.
Is there a cat next to you? Oh,
No, it's like my water.
okay. Okay.
But overall,
Also, my mom's like,
hmm.
get out of here. Not in a good way. No, she's like, you could really work anywhere or do
Hmm.
anything. So why don't you? And it's not as easy as it looks. Like I'm not like a doctor and I can join Doctors Without Borders,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm not I'm not in an in demand profession like yours or an engineer.
Hmm.
I'm like trying to do the noble thing, and the noble thing, nobody really wants people who do that's the noble thing.
To be fair to you, I think out of all my friends for their work, you have traveled more for your work. Like you've been to Oman, and
Yeah.
also we have a specific WhatsApp group based on your travel for work. which is Taty's
Yes.
non-Indian friends, because at one point Taty was working in India.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically lived there. Was living there way more than I lived here.
So in a way, you
But
did
yeah,
YOLO a
exactly.
bit for work.
To be fair, it was for work. So
Hmm.
they were like, you gotta go to that country. It's not like I went. Hey, that sounds crazy. Let's do it.
But you, back even in Melbourne, you used to have like huge open houses for Raya.
Yeah, and I miss that so much. Like I also because I lived with my sister, everybody. So I have a big sister, and she still lives in Melbourne. Honestly, she's lived in Melbourne for more of her life than in Malaysia. Like that's how. Yeah, we counted years. So she'd have her friends, and it's the same thing. You have your colleagues, you have your uni mates, and for me, I would have my college, and then it just was a big, huge ordeal with a lot of food and a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I think
Yeah.
because at that time too, we were all like missing home, and this is where like our own mini Raya gathering here. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really have I wouldn't say I didn't have sense, but I really didn't care about saving too much money compared to now. And also, I think when I was in uni, I was very obsessed with getting more money to spend it, not getting more money to save it. So it was always like, let's go hang out, let's go this, let's do that.
But speaking of
Whereas
games
me,
and being
yeah.
competitive and everything, do you play much games?
No, I don't. And I don't know. No one's ever. No, I don't want to play that game. Even though I know everybody loves it.
I'm not trying to be mean.
No, but the game has to go somewhere.
True. So you're not even like much of a board game kind of person?
I used to only play games when you invite me over, is that?
Oh, that's true.
I enjoy it, as you can see.
Yeah, that means the last game we played together then has...
Oh my God, you're gonna eat me twice.
Yes, I am. We had that. Speaking of Raya as well, I think the last game we played was probably the Raya open house back in Malaysia, at my apartment. That was fun. I think
It was super fun.
whenever I do that kind of open house, it's just generally because I wanted like my different world of friends just to meet each other and hang out and play games. Yeah, because I have like my colleagues, the architecture industry people, and then I have you guys, my Melbourne friends, and I felt like
go win the game. Is that I give up? You can beat me up.
GG, good game.
How would you compare friends? Sorry, I won't compare friends. Work here and work there.
It's a bit different, I think. Like in general, like the software skills and stuff like that, the actual skills is somewhat transferable. It's a bit more high tech here. They do use more advanced software than Malaysia, but it's something I've already been familiar with, so it's not too jarring. The industry itself is different. Like it's a bit more structured here, whereas in Malaysia I felt it's a bit like you can just make it up as you go, or there's some leeway for error, whereas here there are certain bits that are really stringent. But yeah, like I think in general for me, one of the reasons I moved here was because it was slightly career development wise. It's different. Like in Malaysia, because there's a lot of new developments, like I was involved in a 51-story apartment tower, for example. It'll probably be, for me to get that kind of same opportunity here is probably difficult. But then there's other type of industries. Like over here, there's a lot more like community projects and programs. And then there are even like small sizes offices doing small houses and residentials. Then they can survive just fine. Whereas in Malaysia, I think that's not as open and so obvious. Yeah. And it's a whole other discussion about architecture that could go on for hours. But anyway, we're here to catch up. We're here just to hang out. Yeah. Oh, hobbies. I did. Oh, what are you drawing? I did try and pick up like
What?
I tried to pick up golf, but it's such an expensive
Okay.
hobby actually, and it's getting
What is
colder
that? This
now,
is the
so it's
best
really
app.
lazy. What is that? It's okay. It's not a kangaroo.
No. Like,
You're not making this easy for me.
sorry.
What's the white stuff?
I don't know. Like, I can't draw very well on the computer.
Oh. No, it's not a sea lion.
You're close.
Sea. See something. See something. What is it? Seahorse? Draw a horse, Taty. Oh my god. I tried a few
Such
hobbies. I picked up badminton again, but because of work, I cannot go on it quite regularly. I had played golf. I had a golf buddy for a short while, and then he moved. Ooh. Soccer ball. No, what? You got it?
Let's.
Oh, there we go. Football.
It's football.
Yeah, golf was fun. But going there by myself is a bit boring. It's definitely a thing that you want to do with other people. But yeah, tu je lah kot. What about you? Did you pick up any new hobbies while you were?
No, but I was very, very serious about my fitness. So I went on and I was going through all sorts of classes everywhere. But mostly in Haritamas and Bangsa, and I realized that I like circuit training. Are you drawing? How do you draw so well? Because your screen is so big.
So you got really fitness into? Was it mostly just like?
I was really into fitness. I had a PT. So I just wanted to look better, be fitter, and so that was also something I could do semi by myself, because things like playing badminton, it was not allowed for a very long time.
Yeah, it's true because of the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think you posted a few times in your Insta story. You were basically lifting weights, doing deadlifts and squats. Like, whoa, kudos.
Yes, trying my level best. Draw.
Oh, I got it. Nice.
And I just liked being around people. I realized it. People are very encouraging and chill.
Yeah, a lot of my friends back in Malaysia.
Or else I would just play badminton. So
Hey, we've never played badminton when I was in Malaysia.
I'm scared. I feel like you're really good and you'll be annoyed.
I think the only sport we both like to do together is probably grab brunch and like early morning teh tarik and kaya toast.
So what do I do now? I'm playing you.
I think we just keep going.
Nikki left.
Should we find another room that's a bit more people?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know how to do that.
It's okay, I'll find it and give you a link.
So I moved to a new place. It's a little bit bigger, and much more homey. So I can't wait till you guys get here. And now if we're talking about, the next adult conversation that happens with people our age is buying homes. And is that you're an architect here. You know how real estate goes here. It's bloody expensive.
It is. Unless you're willing to go far, far away, like Setia Alam or something.
Yes. Am I? I'm not being ridiculous, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a huge barrier for people our age to get real estate. That's also something we've been talking about for a while. Like you were thinking at one point doing a fixer-upper, getting getting like a house even.
Yeah. At the time I thought a fixer-upper would be in my budget. Happening now.
Yeah. So, I mean, now being stuck in lockdown again. I mean, you had a lockdown before. What do you normally binge then? Is there like a TV show that you got really into or anything?
Yes, absolutely. Grey's Anatomy. Season 1 to season 15 was completed.
Wow.
From last year to this year.
Respect.
But like, from last year to this year, that's a lot of time.
I used to follow the shit out of Grey's Anatomy to the point that I think there was like a short duration where me and Fiza would constantly talk about Grey's Anatomy after every episode.
I mean, I wish I could do that, but nobody's into Grey's Anatomy right now, so much
I think I dropped off after like season 14.
No, it was everything until season 10, 11 maybe. It was completely in my world.
Like I was a huge fan of Grey's before the whole cast started to die. Like Shepard suddenly dying from a car accident is like the most boring way to leave the show.
Yeah, but do you know why he actually left the show, right?
No, I don't know. Why did he actually leave the show?
I think he slept with someone on the set, and Shonda Rhimes was not happy because he was just like, haha.
I didn't know that.
I'm Derek Shepard. Guess lah.
I did guess. I think my favorite character from Grey's Anatomy was Sandra Oh, and then when she left, it just felt like,
Sandra Oh is the best. I don't know why she left, but I was like, that is the ultimate. I wanted to be Sandra Oh. Yeah, so I moved because lockdown, and like, your home has to be your ultimate right now because it can be everything. Moved into a nicely furnished place, which is a little bit bigger. But most of it, like, I don't know, I just like coming home, so that helps a lot in this whole work from home, live at home, exercise at home. I'm not at the position to get a cat yet.
Like your last place when I was still in Malaysia had one hell of a view. It was amazing. Does this place has a similar view?
It is that I moved into another unit in the same complex. Because I love it so much.
Oh my god.
I just needed a little bit of an upgrade, and I didn't want so much hassle in moving.
So did you just basically look like at the building posted like wherever people were like renting out, or were you like approaching neighbors and something? I don't know.
No, I knew there were better units, so I just started asking. I asked my agents who helped me. I didn't get the last unit through him, but he did help me. So he was like, okay. And then because it was in the thick of lockdown, he kind of knew that he could show me nicer places because people.
There you go.
Yes, I was really happy that he showed me this place. I'll send you a video. I hope I still have it.
Sure. I mean, now that you're stuck in a lockdown, it probably wouldn't happen. Was there any plans for gathering people at your new place, or?
Yeah, because I love this so much.
But to be fair to you, like if I had a chance to live in that building, I mean, I would too. It's a great looking building.
I haven't found any that's this good for like a better priced unit, if that makes sense.
Okay, now the drawing is not great.
Why?
I don't know how I'm gonna draw this.
Out then.
Oh, you got it. There you go.
Yeah.
So it made sense then. Are you using like your trackpad or are you using your mouse? Okay, cool.
appreciated it, I guess.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting it. Come on.
Yeah, I tried to get into like TV series again. Like
Time for that?
in between, like after work and stuff. I rewatch Parks and Recs, Parks and Recreation, just because I needed like a comedy show to watch. But yeah, it was good. It's 7 seasons, not as long as Grey's Anatomy, obviously. But yeah, nothing really new, or in terms of TV wise or movie wise, I'm looking forward to. So I'm just rewatching old stuff now.
So I watched Raya, the Disney princess.
What you think?
I liked it. A lot of people had a lot of complaints like, oh, this is not Asian, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, as good as it gets.
But all in all, no, have you been doing anything like travel anywhere? I know like
Is
Malaysia.
that NCO?
You like before the
And
NCO.
Yeah, but MCO started March 2019.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's when we had our first, 2020, sorry, March 2020 until now. It's been on and off, on and off. I don't know any other country who's been in lockdown this many times for this long. So my last travel was in 2020 and I was so glad. I went to Bangkok in January and it was so good. Bangkok, I stayed at this amazing hotel, boutique hotel, which was so lovely. Very Gotham-y, but very nice. Yeah, went to like a palace, went out mostly just to hang, nothing crazy. No like red light district or whatever of Bangkok. People usually go to Bangkok to party or, see the scene and that kind of stuff. But I was really doing the cultural thing and I was only there for 4 days and it was just very nice. And we didn't know about COVID at that point, as in Malaysia, we didn't know. But Bangkok already had COVID, so everybody was wearing masks. And I was just like, what is up with people? Do you guys just have a very heightened fear of diseases from tourists? Because it would be the Grab driver, the restaurateur.
Oh, it's your turn to draw. Good luck.
One.
Holy cow, how many words are there?
I know, I chose the hard one.
Okay, go for it. I won't distract you. Show off your drawing skills. I like how you're so close to the camera just to focus. No, it's fine. Go for it. But yeah, last year in 2020, me and Shireen were supposed to travel to Japan, Tokyo. And we were supposed to fly off in May. And then when the lockdown happens in March or April, immediately all the flights got cancelled and we just got like a flight coupon basically. But we spent so much money already at that point.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So you get to be for how long?
I have no idea. What? Oh, okay, you got it. Is it a zombie? Yes, it is.
Yeah. So like, how long can you defer it for?
I have no idea. I think it's like 12 months. And then you can keep deferring it.
Okay, but that's a hassle because it's like money stuck.
It is.
That you get back the money.
Alright, there's one more round and then it's game over and I'm in the lead. But yeah, I was actually the lucky ones because I managed to fly back in March, just for like a short break. And yeah, it was before Australia announced the whole lockdown. And
wait, March?
Yeah, March 2020. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the last person for me to actually hang out was actually you. I managed to catch up with you right before I flew.
Kenny Hills.
Exactly.
Speaking of this drawing, my mom fractured her forearm.
What?
Yeah, and she is in a sling with bandage and a cast.
How did it happen? Did she fall or was she like gardening or something?
She slipped in our porch.
Oh no.
And old age. And
Mm.
mom is almost 70. Can you believe it?
Really?
70.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we're 30, Taty. We're not young.
Oh my god, is that these people at 30 and like people at 30 back then achieved so much more.
But to be fair,
Oh.
I mean, not everyone achieves something at 30. There are some people who
No, I'm
flourish
just looking
later.
at. Yeah, I know, but oh my god, my parents already had my sister and bought the house that we live in Klanjaya.
When they were 30?
Well, less than that because they got married when they were 23 and 25. No, so I really truly believe that there's something wrong with our economy that only a very small percentage of people can afford homes to live with their spouses. Most people live with their parents or their in-laws. And that's no way to start especially after you get married. People should have their own life before they get married, and it's difficult to do that if you live with your parents.
My parents bought their house in Tamantun when they were in their 20s. And that same house now, the value currently, like long after they've sold it, it's probably in the millions.
Yeah. See? So you know.
But yeah, it's just our generation, really. Even when I bought my place in Malaysia, the apartment, it was because my parents helped pay a significant amount of the deposit. I do miss just hanging out with you and all our friends back in Malaysia. I wish travel would open up soon. Like, I know it's like great that you guys have your vaccines now. Like, I know AstraZeneca.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yay! And God knows when I will be able to get it here in Australia. The good thing is there's basically zero cases here in Victoria. But for us, there's a long queue of people who needs to get vaccine, and then I'm pretty much at the bottom of the priority list.
This was fun. It's super late for you. What time is it there?
It's like 12:20. So
sorry.
Yeah. Oh no worries. We could call it there.
Exactly. But it's Saturday tomorrow. It's weekend.
Woo!
Yes.
I think it's Sunday tomorrow, by the way.
Huh? Alamak.
I think time has warped for you.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like, literally, I go from there to right here on a week. That's about it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming on my show. I really appreciate it, Taty.
This was super fun. Please have it the next episode. Like, can we have multiplayer games?
I do plan. I do plan. Hopefully, when this kicks off a bit, we have a lot more people. We can have like more people to be in the games and different games too.
Yeah, that would be super.
But
okay, Zad, I miss you very much.
I do miss you too. Before we go, is there anything you want to plug or anything? Oh, not really.
Plug?
I don't know. Your Instagram or anything you want to show off? Anyway, your Instagram is private.
No,
I think.
I'm not as creative as your other friends. But guys, if you are into saving the world like me, the World Bank or the UN, and they need some people in Southeast Asia, I'm here and available.
Yes, please look out for Taty. But other than that, thanks for being on the show. Bye.
Thank you, Zad. Bye. Good night.
Good night.